So this is my tackle box that I have at this moment in time. I'm going fishing up in Hampton Beach, and so a beach being salt water. I have my sluggos. I have to wrap this up after I shoot this. Then I have quite a few. I have quite a few spoons. I'm only gonna take out one because they're practically the same thing. Let me just focus that real quick. So they're basically the same thing. A metal spoon with a hook on it. Just nice little hook. Can't focus it, but that's whatever. A nice little hook. Here's another spoon. Actually, I'm gonna show you guys a treble hook spoon. So this one right here, this is a treble hook spoon, as well as this. These are my father's. However, this right here, this bad boy right here, I picked up from Walmart for like $7. So it's nice and sharp. Hopefully, it will work wonders up at fishing on a sandbar. Now I'm gonna bring you guys over to. So basically this is how I. Since I only have a little tiny slot right here for sluggo, I have this right here as well. This bag. However, this is my father's bag. I'll show you guys that afterwards. But this is my my fishing gear. My tackle box. And this is really my first tackle box that I set up. I used to fish a lot when I was younger, like a lot. I used to go trout fishing and stuff like that, quite a bit. And this basically, if it will go right, this is how I tie my sluggos for putting it inside of that little part. Actually, it popped out. And then this is a squid hybrid. So this has it's a vert jig with a treble hook on it. And then it has a swim motion like this. Contemplate, we didn't contemplate. Rock the bank, we gon' rock the game. They game, we game. Yeah, what kind of Shakespeare? It's a Shakespeare 50, but it's actually like.
Look at this bad boy, you can't beat it. Can't beat it. Look at that. Oh yeah, baby. Gonna catch some stripers on that.
Alright, so right here we have our sluggos. They're almost like eels, I'd say. They come in this color, or we have these colors. So we have like a fluorescent white, very, very, very good for nighttime, because whatever light is in the water is reflecting off of this lure, and it shatters all the way around. And then for daytime, because white doesn't really show up that much, we have straight black. These are sluggos. They're actually pretty good. You can catch a lot of striper on them, striper and bluefish, I believe. So that's a black one. Then we have a silver and blue. It's pretty nice. This one is not. This is the one that I should be showing you guys, because it has an actual hook set in it. It's pretty nice. The hooks are rusted though, because they're pretty old, but these are for striper. With these hooks right here, you'll snag a sniper or a striper very, very easily. Next up, we have Rapalas, Bombers, and Shad. I think we have like 2 shad in here. Yeah, we have this shad right here. We have a dedicated shad box, but these do not fit the characteristics that we carry around on the actual shads. But these are extra. I believe they're extra small, or extra small comparable to the larger ones. We have our, if I can get it out without stabbing myself, we have bombers. I believe this is a bomber. It's either a bomber or a Rapala. So we have bombers, Rapalas, and shad. Shad. This is definitely, this right here is a, don't want to stab myself. This right here is a Brokeback bomber. So I'm assuming that it's a nice fluorescent green one. We just basically have we have our Rapalas, bombers, and shad. Then we have our dedicated shad box. So we have shads, blue, black, green, and white. We only have 1 green, large and small. Like I said, the other 2 shad were extra small comparable to things such as these. These things catch stripers like no tomorrow. Me and my dad have gotten hits with these, just like it'll come up and stripers will come up, grab it, and then pull back. And if you look at my finger, boom, that's a hook. That's a nice hook set right there. We basically have white, so this is what we characterize as white, even though it's like kind of, it has like a fluorescent inside. Very, very good for nighttime fishing. We have our black, I believe this is characterized as black. I don't know, it looks like it's black, so I call it a black shad. It has the fluorescent inside with the dots. Then we have our blue shad, very, very good for nighttime fishing because whatever light reflects off of the black or the blue, and they go nuts for it. I believe that's all for these. Yes, and then there's the green one. This one's probably my favorite. This is probably gonna be my go-to if nothing ends up biting on the white, black, or blue. Right here we have our Rapalas, bombers, and Polish fish. We only have 1 Polish fish, which is right here. It's very nice, very nice. I never fished with a Polish, but according to my dad, they're pretty good at catching really anything. And I've run through. This is a nice. I actually don't know what this is. But it looks like it would catch something. Then, last but not least, we have our poppers. These are saltwater poppers. This is a complete saltwater kit. So we have the chartreuse, or a darker green with white and then speckles. We have our large white striped with pink and chartreuse black and pink popper with a flare tail. So they come up, bite it, and then pull back. It's rare, but I mean, with striper, if you're catching a big enough striper, it's gonna engulf the whole thing. But you kind of aim just for the last back part, or even right here. Yeah, same with this one. Basically, you're hoping that they're gonna catch onto the back, but you know, it's kind of whatever. You know. And then it looks like this one right here almost looks homemade. I believe it's store-bought, however. These just sitting in here for a long time, they just get tangled up. It looks almost like a corkscrew. It's not. It's like it's finished. It almost looks like a cigar. Don't know what fish this would try and replicate, but whatever kind of fish it was, maybe like they like wine or something like that. Who the hell knows? And so, let me just get this set up. And since we're going saltwater fishing, You know, you gotta have your saltwater gear. Let's see, where's mine? Mine is right here. So right here, we are running a 30-pound braid, or not braid, 30-pound mono. I think we have like 100. I think we have like 170 yards on, maybe more. But this thing has worked wonders. I caught my first or my second striper on this, and so we're running a Shakespeare 50. It looks like with a dual setup of a Shakespeare ugly stick, and then, as I've said, you know, nighttime sluggo or a daytime sluggo with a small weight, and you know, just so. And then I have this right here to quickly switch on and off. But I'm gonna try my luck with the sluggos. And then for the next, which rod do I want to look at? My dad already has broken down. I think this has, no, wrong one. So you guys saw earlier, but this is a nice Shimano 4000D. Let's see, Shimano 4000D bait runner with a blue backed shad. I just have this on it for right now, so you know I don't get hooked, even though there's like a tiny bit of hook right there. But then we are fishing on a Tika Dolphin surf rod. This is my dad's dedicated lure rod for when we're fishing on the beach.